expressing my sincere gratitude to all the dignitaries present here for sparing their precious time in gracing this special occasion. Today, we are happy to announce our new office at Sector 127 Noida to endeavour EAC's mission to widen and deepen economic, political, social and cultural integration in order to improve quality of life of the people in East Africa through increased competitiveness, production, trade and investments. I would now like to request Trade Commissioner Mr. Anuj Aggarwal to kindly address everybody present here and take this event forward. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Akansha. Hello all. I would like to thank you all, High Excellency and our esteemed guests, and express my sincere gratitude to you for your interest in the East African community. As the Trade Commissioner of India, East African Community, Division, Indian Economic Trade Council, I would like to announce the address where we all have gathered as the official address for the East African community. Members countries such as Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rawanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and the all-new Democratic Republic of Congo. I would also like to thank our respectable PM Narendra Modi for all his support and Uttar Pradesh government in providing assistance to have this new address, which is sure to have relation between East African community and India. I have always considered the East African community as the best compared to other sub-regional economic blocs in Africa in terms of free movement of people and goods, infrastructure and integration and trade. Indian EAC Trade Council has emerged as the most integrating support body to the regional economic community in the continent. I am looking forward to a strong relationship with the Indian EAC Council and strengthening the collaboration. Our office in Noida will cater to the EAC trade professional from the region by giving support for commercial activities and meeting and using our ecosystem free of cost to the EAC community. Thank you.
Excellencies, friends from the diplomatic missions of the EAC countries, Madam from Tanzania, Uganda, from Rawanda, from Congo, and from South Sudan. Thank you very much for your gracious presence today and for being here in Common India EAC office. The inaugural session today has been planned with your availability and to also ensure to seek your feedback and your valuable inputs that are needed to create the necessary mechanism between India and the EAC countries. So EAC being a region which has been on the consistent ascent with the Prime Minister's vision and the region covering common interests, especially with a lot of Indian diaspora living there. We have had a lot of inquiries from those regions, and therefore when we discussed with the India-Africa Trade Council and the Ministry, we were encouraged to start the mechanism to have the India EAC office. So the India East African Community office that is going to be here will have specific detailed reports from different countries for which we will seek your support. We are also in touch with your chambers of commerce and with your foreign ministries and the trade ministries to give us the necessary support. And I want to thank one of our EAC countries, Tanzania, who was with us last week in Chennai, along with the Tanzania Investment Center and the TAN Trade and Excellency Ambassador, the whole the delegation from Tanzania that built up. We are also now looking forward to a beautiful country like Uganda to build up our trade relations, and after which followed by various other countries. The EAC office here is going to be there to serve the interests of the EAC community. We spoke to the EAC Secretary General and we are in communication with him, and we are looking forward to have a formal welcome of him also when they come here. They were supposed to be here last month, as you very well know, and it got changed at the last minute. But the whole delegation was supposed to be hosted here, and we took this opportunity to now invite you and then have your feedback and your inputs and your valuable support in running the EAC operation, especially with the EAC operation, EAC headquarters being in Arusha in Tanzania, and we have had Madam Dinah here, who has been a part of the EAC right from when it was 3 countries. Madam Dinah, thank you so much for being here, and she has helped us compile the report of the EAC and have valuable feedback and valuable inputs right from the time she was there with 3 countries, and now it has grown to 7 countries. It is really a matter of a great honor for Indian businesses and trade to interact with this particular region. The India's discretionary effort with this friendly nation of EAC began with telephonic discussions between Prime Minister Modi and the President of Uganda, Mr. Yoweri Museveni, followed by our External Affairs Minister Jayashankar discussion with his other partners in Kenya and other neighboring countries, guaranteeing all conceivable help in managing the pandemic during the COVID times. And India played a great role in collaborating with a win-win situation with various of these EAC nations. Akello Rawanda was there from India, which helped Rwanda's battle against COVID-19. And the participation in building advanced frameworks and spanning the computerized partition, preparing programs under the India's well-known high-tech courses. We are also going to have a lot of students from the EAC community to come to India, and there is a special package that is there for the EAC region. The scholarships for EAC will come specifically for education that includes students from your respective countries, and we would be glad to welcome them. And there will be specific policies created, like the medical tourism policy to be created with the EAC. There will be a special IT policy that will be created with the EAC region and India, so that the Indian IT companies can take advantage of the presence in the region, and to also support any kind of an IT activity that is needed to be done in the EAC region. And moreover, the Indian system of medicine like Ayurveda and African conventional medication and EAC community and the region is very, very active in that particular conventional medication, and India is looking forward to collaborate with that region to on the Ayurveda and the African conventional medication, so that medical care, advanced native medical care, and making the medical care framework becomes more comprehensive between India and the EAC. On the security front also, there is an extent of participation from psychological warfare, including limited advancement, data sharing, and the military ties, and also to help India's positioning in cyber security. We also have the Solar Alliance, which is going to be there specifically, and we have a friend from Pittsburgh, who is a part of our Calcutta Trade Council, Africa Trade Council, also here, who will guide us and advise us in time to time to initial placement of solar parks in the EAC region. And there's a requirement for dynamic commitment and ordinary trade through different strategic instruments in the EAC region, which we will start to explore from time to time between India and the EAC region. And the government of India has granted special exemption for the export of various drugs and pharmaceuticals for the EAC region due to the demand that is there on humanitarian grounds. And there was a lot of the export facilitation of paracetamol during the COVID times to the all EAC nations. Agriculture activities also is going to be a very big topic of discussion between India and the EAC. Therefore, the sectoral priorities of India and EAC countries in the areas of agriculture and food security, there present numerous opportunities for collaboration between our sisterly nations. And the EAC office here will also have a library of different 7 countries, where we will have the reports and the books and the trade journals of those countries, and that will be opened up again at a later stage with your presence, specifically with the country specific. And beyond that, we are also going to have quarterly country specific meetings, so that every country is addressed, because there's a lot of demand that has been arose from the region of the Uttar Pradesh. Thank you very much. Welcome, sir, to the mission from Rawanda. Thank you for being here. So the demand that is created in the nation of Uttar Pradesh, the state of Uttar Pradesh, has a population of 200 million, which is you can compare it with the rest of the region in the EAC community. However, what is more important is for us to penetrate into these markets of Uttar Pradesh, and Noida being the hub and the capital. As you all saw, you were able to come from Delhi to Uttar Pradesh. You entered one state to another within no time. But from Noida, it goes as far as Lucknow and other parts of the UP. And there is a very big demand. The new government here in UP, which has been 1 month old, 1 month old, and they have now created this impetus, and they have given all the support that is needed for the EAC. And they also proposed to have an EAC summit by the government with our officers, and we would sit with you and plan this particular event with all of you to see how efficient and how strength we can generate out of this particular summit of the EAC summit with the UP government going to be hosting. And we will also be inviting a lot of delegates from respective community countries and make it a very successful alliance between India and the EAC. So once again, I want to thank you and I want to welcome you all. And we would pledge our support to strengthen this relation between India and the EAC region. And you are most welcome to direct any inquiries that you will receive from this side, and we'll be glad to attend to them. And the meeting rooms here are happy to host the EAC community members whenever they are here. And please feel free to send them here. We have the desks of 7 countries now that will cater to specific needs of the EAC community. And we would once again welcome you and pledge our support. And we look forward to support. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Asif. Maybe also request the missions to say a few words about the EAC as a whole or about their country as well. Maybe please begin with Uganda.
Thank you very much. And thank you for this invitation and for the opportunity to be with you. East African community is becoming stronger and stronger and bigger. We don't know what next, but we don't expect anything but further expansion. And that means more population and bigger markets. So we would welcome investors in East Africa because definitely the products will not lack any markets. And as for Uganda, but I know we have trade with India, but it is tilted, and we would like to flatten it. We would like to be able to export more things to Tanzania, to India. But I understand there are a lot of restrictions, and we just hope that they can be softened a bit so that we export more, because we've got a lot of dairy products, we've got freshwater fish and agricultural products. And but investment is much more attractive to us. We need it much more because we need to add value in our agricultural products. And then, you can invest for the purpose of exporting to India, which would, I think, serve both countries very well. We are happy about the relationship we have with India. We have already gone through all the partnerships we have, and we would like that to continue and grow bigger and bigger. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Indeed, our entire effort is towards creating more awareness about the African countries, especially about the East African community. And our idea is to engage more with Uganda, Tanzania, or Rawanda, any country which has the potential to cater into the Indian market. Thank you so much. We have a word from Tanzania.
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to register an apology from my High Commissioner who could not make it here today because of some other pressing matters. But I'm here, and she has sent a lot of appreciation, and she is with you. She really appreciates your efforts as the India Trade Commission for the support, and we just, as the chair just mentioned, we had a very successful conference in Chennai just last week, and we are happy to see that this relationship and collaboration is expanding to the whole of East Africa, and we think the efforts which are done by you together, we can do a lot more for the benefits of our region and India. And for Tanzania, we know the relationship has been there for quite some time, and the trade relations is booming up. We have opportunities to bring different crops, and the business generally, we can say, it's growing up as years going by. So we really appreciate these efforts, and we see that it's a very good initiative that will help all of us to foster our trade relations, investments, and it will help everyone to know more about East Africa and to get to engage more from business to business and people to people relationship. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Indeed, we have good collaborations with Tanzania. We had 2 exploratory visits to Tanzania in the past as well. Thank you so much for that and all your efforts. May we please have a word from Rawanda.
Thank you, Mr. Moit. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I apologize to have made it a little bit late. My driver was not so conversant, seemingly, with the location. But thank you to have waited for me to arrive. And thank you again, Dr. Asif. And the High Commissioner has not been able to make it today. She has another commitment that she has communicated earlier. And I'm here for her, on her behalf. And Rwanda High Commissioner must again say thank you, first of all, to India-Africa Trade Council for the organization of 28th commemoration of the genocide against the Tutsi that happened on 7th this month. It was really a well-coordinated event, and it went so well, and my country is so grateful. With regard to the East African community expansion and possibilities of working with India businesses, India trade, especially IATC, it's been actually a big milestone, the accession of the Democratic Republic of Congo to the East African community. Because, basically it's made of primarily Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, later Rwanda and Burundi joined, I think in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. And later South Sudan joined. DRC has recently joined, and the process has really been quite fast. All the application was done in 2018, and 4 years later, the heads of government, heads of states of the East African community have confirmed the formal accession of the DRC to the community, which is making a bigger community of around 300 million population, which translates into expanded market, as my predecessors from EAC member countries mentioned. And of course, for India, it's another added value on the existing trade between this subcontinent and the EAC. And you understand this is a connection from the Indian Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. The DRC has similarities in taxation with the EAC partner states, which is going to ease more the business and the economies of scale within the community. Last March, when the heads of government were holding an extraordinary summit for the accession of the DRC into the community, all the heads of government or all the heads of states, they have really acknowledged the warm welcome of the DRC into the community. So, of course, India has long and historical trade relations with Africa, especially with the East African community, and with no doubt, this is going to expand much more, the trade, the businesses, the transactions between India and the East African community. So we also appreciate what India is doing towards the East African member countries in terms of trade agreements. For instance, my country, Rwanda, we have a trade agreement with India. We are also looking for the agreement with regard to the avoidance of double taxation between the two countries. And of course, Rwanda being part of the East African community, we are also going to have benefits, to have gains through this regional, this expanded regional economic regional community. So I don't have to take much of the time of this meeting, but generally my remarks was just to elaborate in few words on the interest, on the gains that Indian businesses are going to have with this with this expanded East African community. The business people from India, they are used to the communities in East Africa. Most of Indian businesses, they can even converse easily with the languages. I don't think there would be any hindrance with regard to the DRC. They use also English. Of course, French is predominantly used, but I'm sure the business community of India, they are really genius enough, and I've met some who can speak freely and fluently French. Some also can speak Swahili. Some of those who are based in Kenya, Tanzania, in Rwanda, in Uganda, Burundi.
Can speak Swahili.
Yeah, they can speak Swahili.
Habari yako.
Exactly. So Swahili actually is a mixture of Bantu language and Hindi and some Arabic. But I have the impression that much of the Hindi words are in Swahili language.
Yeah, sure.
Huh?
A lot of them.
It is very easy to learn Swahili. I have been to Tanzania around. I have been in Tanzania around 3 years, so I learned very quickly.
Bus. Huh? That's it. So kama unasema bus, when you say bus, in Hindi, you can understand what I'm talking about. That's Swahili. So there is no linguistic barriers. I don't think so. And I'm really excited to see more businesses being expanded from the Indian Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. And most welcome to the EAC again. For those who have not yet been, because I know we have a big number of Indian businesses in EAC. I have many Indian friends who have got Rwandan citizenship, who have been to my country centuries ago, when even my grandparent was not yet born. And so you see, so the connections, the bond, the historical ties is also adding more on this business and trade interconnectivities. Thank you again, Dr. Asif, and thank you all of you. Thank you, my sisters from the EAC community. And I have seen one sister from Uganda also. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Indeed, it's a word of honor for us and all of you to join us today in this familiarizing meet at the EAC office. And definitely we look forward for more opportunities towards the EAC community. So that's the idea. May we now request Madam Linda Hogg to please present her word. She has been to EAC and she knows much about the entire region. She is the publisher of Diplomatist magazine as well. Madam, please.
Share with you some of my experiences while visiting East Africa. And my first visit to East Africa was in '99, when I started the Diplomatist magazine in 96. And in '99, I think Kenya was the chair at that time, and they thought that we should go and meet the Secretariat, and we should, just 3 member countries at that time, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and we should go through these 3 countries and we should promote tourism and trade. And as has been said already, there are a number of Indian businesses which are successfully running there, to meet them and to encourage both the bilateral and the multilateral relations between these countries and India. So that's what we did, and we were very kindly received. My husband and I were very kindly received by the Secretariat, by the Secretary General, and each of the presidents of these wonderful countries spared time to meet us, to give interviews, and to talk to us about their appreciation for India and looking forward to enhanced relationship. Especially at that time, there was a lot of emphasis on tourism, and a lot of the entire Africa itself was pushing for Indian tourists to visit, and that was the start of a lot of tourism promotion. We came back, we published a number of documents, we did a number of tour visits, and subsequently again when Rawanda joined, which was the next, again we went to East Africa, and this time we included Rawanda in our itinerary. And my husband interviewed the still President, His Excellency Paul Kagame, and we were very kindly received by him. He gave us a face-to-face interview, and we were able to do these things, spend a lot of time in Rwanda as well. We have visited Sudan, South Sudan, but at that time they were not a member, and in fact Sudan was one country, because we have traveled effectively and meaningfully with a lot of hard work right from Cape to Cairo. We've been through South Africa a number of times, to about more than 7 cities in that rather large country, and we have moved right up along the coast to Cairo, where we have called on, in each country we made it a practice to call on the multilateral organizations which were there. As in East Africa, the East Africa Secretariat, we have called on COMISA. When we were in Zambia, we called on SADC. When we were in Botswana, and we called on the Arab League when we were in Cairo. So we always promote both multilateral and bilateral cooperation and relations between Africa as a whole, as a continent, and the individual countries between India. We have been working tirelessly. We've done photo exhibitions. We have done numerous publications, and this has been a very small contribution to enhancing relations between these 2 continents. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And we have a special edition on EAC by the Diplomatist magazine and the India-Africa Trade Council, which gives you a full report of all the countries as well as the new edition, the latest upcomings, as well as the way forward for India in the EAC countries. Can you please have a quick launch and a photo op for the magazine? Maybe invite all the diplomats towards this side, so that the left-hand side, so that we can have a quick launch.